Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, this isn't who I want to be anymore? Or maybe you feel stuck, lost in the same routine, like you're just existing but not truly living?
Yeah, like your life is on repeat. Wake up, eat, work, scroll your phone, and sleep. But your dreams? They feel like they're fading.
Then maybe it's time. Time to rebrand your life. Time to press reset. Time to level up and become the version of yourself you actually want to be.
You don't need permission from anyone. You don't need to wait for the right moment. That moment is right now. And this podcast is your beginning.
In this episode, we're not just going to talk about personal growth. We're going to guide you step by step on how to rebrand your identity, rebuild your mindset, and take bold steps to level up your entire life in English.
Whether you want to change how people see you, how you speak, how you act, or how you feel about yourself, this is your sign.
So grab your notebook, a warm drink, and let's start. You're not just learning English today, you're learning how to transform your entire life.
Let's be honest, Emily. Most people go through life wearing a label given by family, school, society, or even by themselves. I'm shy, I'm not smart, I'm just average.
And the worst part? They believe it. They carry those labels for years without ever asking, is this really me? Or just a version I became because of fear, pressure, or pain?
Exactly. And the truth is, you can change your label. You can rebrand your identity because you are not stuck with the version of yourself that's no longer serving you.
And rebranding isn't just about looks or a new Instagram profile. It's about how you talk to yourself. It's about your habits, your voice, your energy, and the way you show up every day.
That's why today's topic matters so deeply. Because maybe, just maybe, your life isn't the problem. Maybe it's the version of you living it.
Wow, that's powerful. And to our listener, if you've been feeling small, invisible, tired of pretending, this episode is your invitation to rebrand your life, to rise, to level up, and to speak English with clarity and power.
Let's go. The next version of you is waiting.
Liam, let's talk about the real pain because many people watching this, they're tired of pretending. They wake up every day feeling lost, unsure, and disconnected from who they are.
Yes, they feel like they're just going through the motions, working a job they don't like, scrolling through other people's lives on social media, and wondering, when will my life change?
And even when they try to improve, something pulls them back. Negative self-talk, fear of judgment, memories from the past that keep repeating in their mind.
Or sometimes they try to change, but the people around them don't support it. You've changed, they say, like it's a bad thing. So they shrink again. They stay small because being small feels safer than standing out.
I know that pain so well. It's like you want to break free, but invisible chains hold you down. Chains made of guilt, shame, fear, and self-doubt.
And then there's the language barrier, too. They want to speak confidently in English, but they're afraid they'll say something wrong or people will laugh. So they stay silent, even when they have something powerful to say.
Exactly. And all of this builds up. Year after year, you feel more disconnected from your dreams until one day you forget what you even wanted.
That's why this episode is so important. We're not just helping you speak English better, we're helping you speak yourself better to the world, to your friends, and most importantly, to yourself.
Because when you stop pretending and start rebranding, you begin to feel alive again.
So, Emily, let's dig deeper. Why do people stay stuck in a life they don't love?
It's not because they're lazy or weak. It's because they've been conditioned to believe they don't have the power to change.
Yes, from childhood, many of us were told things like, don't talk too much, be realistic, stop dreaming. And those words, they become part of our inner voice.
Exactly. So now, as adults, whenever we try to do something bold, like speak confidently, chase a dream, or change careers, that little voice whispers, "Who do you think you are?"
And that voice isn't yours. It's your past. It's your fear. It's society's programming.
And then there's the logical trap. People say things like, "I'll change when I have more money," or "I'll be confident once my English is perfect."
But life doesn't work like that. You don't wait for confidence, you build it. You don't wait for the perfect moment, you create it.
And what makes it harder is comparison. Social media shows you only the best parts of people's lives, so you feel like you're always behind, always not enough.
It's exhausting, right? We forget that everyone has struggles behind the scenes, and we end up trying to be perfect instead of trying to be real.
And the more you hide your real self, the more disconnected you feel, until one day you don't even recognize who you are anymore.
But here's the truth, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be authentic. You just need to start one small step at a time.
And that's what we're here for. And the next parts will show you exactly how to rebrand your life and how to do it while improving your English too. All right, Liam, let's start with the first big solution. If you want to rebrand your life and level up, you have to redesign your identity.
Absolutely. Think of your identity like the operating system of your mind. It's the story you tell yourself about who you are.
So if your identity says, "I'm shy," or "I'm not good at English," or "people won't like me," then guess what? You will act according to that story, even if it's not true.
Exactly. So the first step is write a new story. Ask yourself, who do I want to become? What kind of energy do I want to give off? How do I want people to feel when they talk to me?
Maybe you want to be seen as confident, warm, and smart. Then say it out loud. "I am confident. I speak clearly. I connect with people." Say it daily. Say it like you believe it, even before it feels real.
This is how you start reprogramming your mind. Your brain listens to what you repeat. So when you feed it a new identity, it starts to believe and act that way.
It's just like learning English. At first, it feels awkward, but with practice, your brain adapts, and soon it becomes your new natural self.
So here's a simple daily task. Write down 3 sentences about the new version of you. Say them out loud every morning. Make it a ritual.
Example: "I am growing every day. My voice matters. I express myself with clarity and calm."
Powerful, right? This is you creating your new inner brand. And once the inside changes, the outside follows. So, Emily, once someone starts redesigning their identity, the next step is powerful. They have to build new habits that match that identity.
Yes, because you can't say, "I'm confident," but still live like the old, fearful version of yourself. The new identity must be followed by new actions.
Exactly. Let's say you're learning to speak English fluently. Instead of saying, I want to be fluent, say, I'm the kind of person who practices English every day.
Boom! That shift is everything because small daily habits create your future self. Confidence isn't built overnight. It's built every morning when you decide to show up.
And these habits don't have to be big. Even 10 minutes of English speaking practice or 5 minutes of mirror talk in English can rewire your brain.
Here's an idea. Start your day by saying one positive thing in English. Record yourself speaking for 2 minutes. Watch an English podcast like this one while doing housework.
These actions may seem small, but they're building the new you, the confident speaker, the focused learner, the person who doesn't give up.
And the more consistent you are, the faster your brain adapts. It stops thinking, this is hard, and starts thinking, this is who I am now.
So make your habits support your new identity, because your life will always rise or fall to the level of your daily habits.
Liam, here's something people often forget. Your environment shapes your energy. If you want to rebrand your life and level up, you must change the space around you.
Yes, Emily, your environment includes the people you talk to, the content you consume, and even the way your room looks. All of that sends messages to your brain about who you are.
If your surroundings are always noisy, messy, and negative, it's hard to feel calm, focused, and powerful. So ask yourself, does my environment reflect the life I want?
That's a deep question. And here's the action step. Start designing your space like the person you want to become. If you want to be a confident English speaker, then surround yourself with English.
Yes, put sticky notes on your mirror with English words. Hang an inspiring quote in English on your wall. Follow YouTube channels like Speak English with Mishu to keep you immersed in positivity and learning.
And don't forget people. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, not tear you down. If someone always makes you feel small, maybe it's time to love them from a distance.
That's powerful. Even the people you follow online should reflect your goals. Follow creators who teach you, motivate you, and help you grow.
So remember this, you don't just grow by force, you grow by design. And your environment is your silent coach. It either holds you back or lifts you up.
Create an environment that whispers to you every day. You're strong. You're growing. You are becoming your best self.
All right, Emily, now that we've talked about the environment around you, let's talk about something even more powerful, your circle, the people you spend time with, and the information you feed your brain.
Yes, because if you want to rebrand your life and level up, you need to upgrade your influences. Your friends, your social media feed, even the podcasts and shows you listen to, they all shape your thoughts.
There's a famous saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So look around. Are your people inspiring, supportive, focused?
Or are they stuck, negative, or always complaining? Because if your circle isn't pushing you forward, it might be holding you back.
This doesn't mean you cut people off with hate. It means you protect your energy by choosing wisely who you give your time to.
And let's talk about daily input too. If you're always listening to drama, scrolling mindlessly, or watching things that don't grow you, your mind will reflect that chaos.
Exactly. But if you wake up, listen to positive English content, learn new things, and speak words of power, you're reprogramming your brain for success and confidence.
So, here's your task. Make a growth circle list. Write down 5 people or channels you want to learn from daily. It can be books, podcasts, YouTubers like Speak English with Mishu, mentors, or friends who motivate you.
Start small. One podcast episode per day. One kind conversation. One piece of content that builds you up.
Because when you change what goes in, you change what comes out. Confidence, focus, success, it all starts with your input. Liam, let's be honest. Even after deciding to rebrand your life, there will be bad days, moments when you feel lost again. unsure, or even like giving up.
That's so true, Emily. This journey isn't a straight line. There will be setbacks, doubts, and old habits trying to pull you back in.
And that's okay. You're not broken. You're human. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress.
Let me tell you something powerful. Every time you feel like giving up, that's not failure. That's the moment your brain is learning to resist the old version of you.
Exactly. Instead of saying, I messed up again, say, I'm learning to stand back up faster.
Here's a mindset shift. Don't measure success by how perfect your days are. Measure it by how quickly you bounce back after a rough moment.
Let's say you skipped English practice for 3 days. Instead of guilt tripping yourself, just say, I had a short break. Now I continue.
You didn't lose everything. You just pressed pause. Now you're pressing play again, and that's what matters.
Also, don't walk this path alone. Talk to someone. Watch a motivational video. Comment on an English channel like Speak English with Mishu. Let yourself be reminded of your strength.
Your transformation is not a race, it's a rhythm. Fall, get up, learn, grow, repeat.
And each time you rise again, you become more powerful, more confident, and more you.
Emily, let's do a short role play to show how someone can use today's lessons to rebrand their life and build confidence in English.
Great idea, Liam. Let's imagine this. You're someone who used to be shy, negative, and full of self-doubt. But now you're working to change. You're building habits, watching positive content, and learning English every day.
Okay, I'll play the old me first and then the new me. Let's start. Hey, I don't know, Emily. I feel stuck. I want to change my life, but I don't know how. I'm not confident, and I don't think I'm good at English either.
Emily, I get it. We all feel that way sometimes. But you can change your life step by step. What have you tried so far?
Nothing really. I just scroll Instagram and feel worse. Everyone's doing better than me.
That's your first mistake. Comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. Let's switch to the new you.
Hey, Emily. Guess what? I created a new morning routine. I wake up, speak 5 English phrases, write my goals, and watch 10 minutes of Speak English with Mishu daily.
That's amazing. How does it feel?
Honestly, it's not perfect every day, but I feel more alive, more confident, and more me. My thoughts are clearer, my English is improving. I even think in English sometimes now.
You've rebranded your life, Liam. You're not just reacting, you're creating your future.
And the best part, I'm not afraid of setbacks anymore. I know how to get back up.
Emily, 88. Friends, this is how you practice. Speak out loud. Imagine real situations. Talk like the new, confident version of you.
And every time you do, you're rewiring your brain to believe, I am confident, I can grow, I will succeed.
Let's learn 7 important words and phrases from today's lesson. How to rebrand your life and level up. These words will help you speak confidently and clearly. Number 1, rebrand, meaning to change how people see you or your life. For example, I want to rebrand my life by building new habits. Number 2, level up, meaning to improve or get better in something. For example, I'm ready to level up my English skills. Number 3, setback, meaning a problem that stops progress for a while. For example, don't worry about setbacks, just keep going. Number 4, routine, meaning a set of actions you do regularly. For example, my morning routine helps me stay motivated. Number 5, confident, meaning feeling sure about yourself and your abilities. For example, I feel more confident speaking English every day. Number 6, visualize, meaning to imagine something clearly in your mind. For example, visualize your success to stay motivated. Number 7, mindset, meaning your attitude or way of thinking about things. For example, a positive mindset helps you overcome challenges.
Try using these words in your own sentences today. Practice them out loud. This is how you grow.
And remember, speaking slowly and clearly helps you build confidence. Keep practicing. Now it's time to practice what we learned today: how to rebrand your life and level up. I have a simple challenge for you.
Yes, the more you practice, the faster you improve.
Here's your daily challenge. Pick 2 words from today's vocabulary. For example, rebrand and mindset. Make 3 sentences using these words. Speak them out loud. Imagine a goal you want to achieve and say out loud how you will level up your life. Try this challenge every day this week.
This small daily practice helps your brain get used to thinking in English. It builds your confidence step by step.
Also, write down your sentences in a notebook. Reading and writing helps a lot.
And don't worry if you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Keep going.